Hello everybody, lots of little things to be enjoyed there on Chelsea TV and online over the last few days, and we normally pack this show with loads of little things, but today, this week, is different. We're going with four really big things Brentford dealt with, so really Liverpool, Arsenal, Ivanovic, Lampard. Pat Nevin, let's start with Liverpool.
Fantastic result for us, and we didn't expect it at all. Thought tactically the gaffer got it absolutely spot on, but you know this, and you do know this. There used to be this fan club of two people, myself and my daughter, the David Luiz fan club.
Yes.
It's kind of grown now, isn't it?
It has grown.
It really has.
Including everybody behind the goal in the Anfield Road end, because they had the best view of him running up and doing that. The thing is, everyone banging on about Mignolet afterwards, I don't think he saves that even if he's watching it.
Nah, two goalkeepers don't save that. No, it's a fantastic... And apart from this, you also forget he was brilliant as well. He had a great defensive display, and he gets his head right every time at the moment. He's not hammering forward. He's just playing good, sensible defensive football. David Luiz in the running for Player of the Year.
Yes, it could have been even better with Costa, but when you take into account that Tottenham couldn't score at Sunderland and Arsenal lost at home to Watford, a great week, and at the end of it, yet again, Chelsea's lead is 1 point more than it was a week before. It's steadily gone 5, 6, 7, 8, which brings us 9 to Arsenal. What are your thoughts?
This is one that can just finish Arsenal off. We beat Arsenal in this game over, they're not winning the league, and that's another one ticked off and knocked out, so massive game for us.
Diego Costa and Chelsea to win. That might be your bet this week. Well, our betting partner William Hill will give you enhanced odds of 5-2 for that. And from the man with the stubbly face to the man with the magic hat, Arsenal fans so thrilled that Cesc Fabregas is doing the business here. He's got a new show that started on Thursday on Chelsea TV and online, Pass Master, all about assisting goals, because he's now got a century in the Premier League and not many people have done that. You seen it?
I certainly have seen it, and there is that one line where he says that he enjoys the assists more than actually scoring goals, and nobody believes him. I do. I felt exactly the same way. It's the most joyful feeling, the creativity. Watch it.
Here he is.
I know that, for example, the way I play, I will probably, when you look at statistics, for example, and you see a midfielder that plays in my position, same as me, and you will say, oh, 95% accuracy, he didn't lose the ball, stuff like that. I will always lose more balls, but because I take a lot of risks. I like to play final balls. I see the striker on the move, I take the chance. I could play a simple pass, just 5 yards away from me and keep the ball and play it simple, but that's not who I am. I always like to feed the strikers, to create chances and to score goals. And I know that sometimes you have to play simple, but I know that many times you have to try and do what people don't expect.
From skillful and delicate to Branna. Bye-bye, Branna. Pat Nevin this week after so many years of service with a major medal for every one of them.
Well, when you think about what he's done for the club, is absolutely incredible. Every part of his game, his defending was phenomenal, goal scoring spectacularly good as well. That's one of the things I thought about him. I mean, I used to say it a lot, people would laugh at me, and probably still do. But he was done okay as an emergency centre forward. He did go up quite a few times for his late in games, but he actually moved like a striker. And it's really unusual to say that about someone who plays at the back. But his knowledge and understanding of the game is pretty superb. He could do right back, he could do centre back, he could go just about anywhere in the team. He even played a wee period the same for us at left back, didn't he? And he was magnificent there.
Well, he came as a centre half, and he probably played a dozen games there in 8 years, and you think, you never really heard him moan about that, and you wonder how good he might even have been then.
He's leaving the club now, and we've all just got positive feelings about him. Even his last game, for goodness sake, was phenomenal when he came on for that.
I saw something on my phone this week, someone sent me, Branislav, bye-bye. If I ever needed someone to safely but slightly aggressively shepherd the ball out after an overhit pass to make sure it runs out for a goal kick, you're my man, and I think that kind of sums him up. Here's a couple more people to sum him up. Matic and Cahill are their names.
Obviously sad that he's left, first and foremost. He's been here ever since I've been here. He's been a great character, he's been a fantastic player for the club.
It was a big pleasure for me to play with him, and as you know, he helped me a lot when I came here first time, and he was since this year like my older brother. He's very professional, he's a very good player, he's a great friend, and I wish him all the best in the future. I wish him to spend good time in Zenit.
You all right? Do you need a moment?
No, it's all right. As if that wasn't bad enough, then on Thursday, Frank said goodbye.
He's one of the great players in English football. And I think, oddly enough, for the goals he's scored, the things he's won, the attitude he's had, I still think he's underrated, which is extraordinary when you think about it. He is the best I've ever seen in this planet, anywhere in the world, at any time, at one-touch finishing.
That is genius!
Lampard! Off by post and in! Trust captain fantastic on the night!
He broke the record that goalkeepers held for playing consecutive Premier League matches. The people whose record he broke was David James. The bloke who eventually broke his was Brad Friedel. You know what I mean? The bloke was never injured.
Yeah, but he's not doing it as a centre-back or a full-back or a tricksy winger. He's doing it for a guy right in the middle of the park. He's running up and down all day long.
Chelsea's
getting
best ever
tackles.
player?
It's really hard to argue against that.
I really think it is impossible to argue against that.
For the stats would argue in his place. Me looking at playing with Kerry Dixon thinking, well, you know, Kerry will be overtaken at some point by a midfielder. Are you having a laugh? No chance. So, I mean, it's totally and utterly extraordinary to continue to do it. He only had 20 odd years. He probably needed 40 to show you what he was capable of.
We could show you a million important, brilliant, wonderful Frank Lampard goals. For me, the thing that sums him up best, and what Pat was just saying there, the pass for Ramirez in the Nou Camp, Pat, because without that first time ball, that trophy isn't won. Without that Ramirez goal right on half-time, that trophy isn't won. He played that pass.
And again, you're talking about the assists as well. His assists are absolutely incredible, apart from the goals that he scored as well. Basically had it all.
The perfect player, and Chelsea lucky to have him for 13 years. We thought it only fit to leave the final word to his old mucker. Here he is.
Well, for me, simply the best in the history of our football club. I think what he achieved as a player, as a captain, as kind of the heartbeat of our football club was incredible. A great man on and off the pitch, I think, for the football club. But what he achieved on it and what he done for everyone in and around the club, not only the first team players, but the inspiration he gives to the younger players as well. Just for them, the example to see the work rate, the desire it took to be the very best. You know, and I've just put on my Instagram as well that, you know, he was scoring 20, 22, 23 goals a year. He really wasn't happy scoring that many. He wanted to score 25, 30. He wanted to set the record and the bar high for everyone, you know, not only at Chelsea but around the world. And he did that. He made everyone better. And he was an absolute delight and a real pleasure to play with. So really sad actually, and I've seen him today. He's in doing his coaching badges, the next kind of step of his career today. But really sad and emotional because he was, for me, as I said before, the best.
Pat and I feel exactly the same about one another. It has been a week of goodbyes then. Bye-bye to Arsenal's title hopes, bye-bye to Branna, and bye-bye to Frank. And of course, we leave you with him. Bye-bye.